So it's time for Back in the Library. And the first book that we're going to read is called Punk Skunks. Now that it's spring, all the animals will be coming out to enjoy the day. And this is written by Trisha Speed Shaskan. So, what do you think it's about? Looks like they're grooving. Looks like there's their city. Mole music. Looks like it's about music. And it's illustrated by Stephen Shaskan. Kit and Buzz were BSFs, best Skunks forever. Each day, Kit banged on Buzz's door. They're BSFs, best Skunks forever. Together they zoomed through the burrows. Kit skateboarded, rattle, clatter, smack, smack. Buzz biked, clickety clack, bump, bump. Dig it, Kit said. Rock on, Buzz said. Both went to town, but a little bit differently. Kit and Buzz played at the park. Buzz painted, swoosh, whoosh, splat, splat. Kit hopscotched, slam, whap, thump, thump. Dig it, Kit said. Rock on, Buzz said. So they did different things, but they were at the park together. And best of all, at Kit's place, they rocked out. Kit drummed, crash, bam, boom, boom. Buzz strummed, wham, 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 run, run. Together they sang, we're Buzz and Kit, this is our song. We both dig it, and we rock on. Don't even play the same instruments, but that's okay in a band, right? One day, while rocking out, Kit said, I want to sing a new song about skating. No way, Buzz said. I want to sing a new song about painting. Skating, Kit said. Crash, bam, boom, boom. Painting, Buzz said. Wham, wham, run, run. Rattle, clatter, Kit drummed. Swoosh, swoosh, Buzz strummed. A difference of opinion. What happens with that? Kit exploded. Buzz imploded. Kit went like, ah! Buzz went, you stink, they yelled, which is the one phrase that BSFs have never said to each other before. You stink, best friends. Best skunk friends. The next day, Kit didn't bang on Buzz's door. They didn't zoom through the burrows or play at the park. And worst of all, they look sad. They didn't rock out. Kit crashed, bam, boomed, but she didn't dig it. She wrote a song, BSF failed the test. She hummed and drummed, but it was all wrong. What do you think is the matter? Why are they so sad? I give up, she said. Kit set out to sell her drums. Oh no! No rocking on? She's gonna sell her drums? Meanwhile, Buzz ran, but he didn't rock on. He wrote a song, BSF, what a pest! He homed and he strummed, but it was all wrong. He's not happy either. That's it, he said. So what's he gonna do? There's a mall music store. Is he going there too? And who's in front of him? At the music shop, Kit was surprised to see Buzz. Want to write a new song? Buzz asked. Together? Kit said. So you think they're going to write a new song? Kit and Buzz wrote and rewrote until they were ready to rock on. Done. Kit drummed, crash, bam, boom, boom. Buzz strummed, wham, wham, run, run. Together they sang, BSF, you're the best. BSF, never less. BSF, pass the test. You're my BSF. Best skunk forever. Agreed on a song anyway, huh? Dig it, Kit said. Rock on, Buzz said. Aww. And a hug. BSF, that's the name of their band now. So I guess they didn't sell their drums or their guitar. So did you enjoy that story? Dig it. Rock on. So sometimes you may do things differently. Sometimes. And sometimes that can be upsetting and have a disagreement. But we can both start over, right? Rabbit's gift. Well, this looks like it was a few days ago. Snowing. Hopefully we're done with snowing. But it's about a rabbit. And what does he have in his hand? What does that look like? Does it look like a turnip to you? It does to me. Rabbit's Gift, a fable told by George Shannon, illustrated by Laura Dronzak. Rabbit twitched his nose in the cold, damp air. Time to find food. More snow was coming. Coming soon. I hope no more snow is coming for us. It could happen. He hopped and he pawed through the field till he found a turnip. Then a second one too. Quick as he could, Rabbit rolled them home. He's got 2 turnips. What is he going to do with them? Do you have an idea? Rabbit grinned as he nibbled. A turnip always makes for a cozy meal. Warm and safe, he thought about Donkey alone on the hill and wondered if she'd found enough to eat. Oh, she's thinking about her friends. Donkey. Is it good to think about your friend? Rabbit gently butted his extra turnip to Donkey's house. But Donkey wasn't there. Rabbit left the turnip by the door, then hopped back home as his tracks disappeared in the falling snow. So what's going to happen to the turnip? Can you guess? When Donkey returned with the potato she'd found, she nearly stepped on the turnip by the door. "Who could have left this nice surprise?" asked Donkey. "My potato is plenty for me. Goats are always hungry. I'll take this to him." Donkey's going to share with who? Goats. He's thinking of his friends too. Donkey hurried to her neighbors, but Goat wasn't there. Donkey left the turnip by the door, then climbed back home as her tracks disappeared in the falling snow. Think I'm jinxing us by reading about snow. It's going to snow tomorrow. When Goat returned with the cabbage he'd found, he nearly stepped on the turnip by the door. "Dear me," said Goat, "somebody lost a turnip. And with all this snow, maybe it was Deer when she passed this way." Oh, he's thinking of someone else. Deer. Goat tucked his cabbage inside the door, then rolled the turnip around the bend to Deer's house. But Deer wasn't there. Goat left the turnip by the door, then trudged back home as his tracks disappeared in the falling snow. When Deer came home with the carrot she'd found, she nearly stepped on the turnip by the door. "How kind," said Deer. "Someone's left a gift for me. But there's no need to keep more than I could eat. With the snow this deep, Rabbit couldn't have found much food." Deer took high steps through the deep, deep snow. Rabbit was home, but sound asleep. Deer left the turnip by the door, then leaped back home as her tracks disappeared in the falling snow. You're sleeping. Animals do in the winter. The next morning, Rabbit woke up early. After a nibble of his turnip, he was ready to play. But as he stepped outside, Rabbit tripped on another turnip lying by the door. What's he going to think of this? What do you think? "Who in the woods could have brought me this?" Rabbit looked for tracks, but the night's fresh snow had erased everything. "I don't know who to thank." Then Rabbit slowly grinned. "But I know just who to share it with." Yes, a turnip always makes for a cozy meal. So, we cut it into 3 pieces, 4 pieces maybe, or 4 of them. Rabbit's Gift is based on a folk tale that has been shared for centuries. More than 25 years ago, I first discovered an English translation of a German version that attributed the story to China. Since then, I've found Japanese, French, and Spanish retellings. Some of those translations credit Fang Yiqian, but I have not been able to trace that source. The core narrative of the story has also been collected in Syria and Jordan. No doubt, like most folk tales, this story exists among and beyond those cultures. Now, through this book, I share it with you. Here's the Chinese symbols. So, both stories are about friends. And one, Skunks they get mad at each other, have an argument because they have some difference of opinion of what they should do. And this one, they're giving each, it's also about friendship, and the friends make up. And then this one is also about friends, but they share a gift of food during the winter when it's cold and hard to find food. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed both stories, and I hope I get some people to come and join me back in the library now the weather's starting to get better for Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. This is Bonnie Balda wishing you a happy and healthy day. Goodbye.